I'm going to share some tools of what I'm using at the moment that are very beneficial for me. So I move through different ideas. I'm hesitant to say the word techniques, but things that I use until they don't work and I move on to something else. And I've mentioned before that on my windows here, I've a lot of quotes and writing and things that come to me, insights that come to me, or write them down, or write them on the windows, or I'd write them on the mirrors. And obviously, when I see those things, they bring me back to that place. And I also use post it notes, on the fridge, doors, coffee table in front of me, everywhere. But we become accustomed to seeing these things and then we don't see them anymore. They become invisible. So we need to change the things we say or the color of the post it note or whatever it may be. But there's something else that I've started to use, which I found very helpful. And that is, in my wording, I write last time, ... on the mirror, on the post-it or whatever it may be. And there's 2 points to this. One ultimately is that you find that you're listening enough, that you're attentive enough, that you're self-aware enough, that you're finding that next little step that's being presented to you, that we're conscious enough to see what the next step is. So it's not that one technique or one step brings us all the way, or that's certainly not my experience. So, writing on the windows of the glass took me further along the path, expanded my awareness. The post-it notes expanded my awareness. Last time, which I'll explain in a second, expanded a little bit more, pushes us deeper into our practice. I mean, some people might just write the post-it note or not write anything, and they're just in the practice. And fair play to them. That's not me. I need to stay fresh. If something begins to become stale, it needs adjustment. It's like, hey, meditate every day, that'll do it. So for me, over the years, however many years it's been, I continually had been tweaking the practices I've done, the types of meditation. But now I seem to be in the same, it's the Sunday Zoom work and what I teach in the 6-week course as well, which that's pretty much what I stated. These other things kind of are just little things that tweaks along the way to bring me to that place more efficiently or deeper. So last time, ... I won't go into the details of this at the moment because I don't have enough information on time yet. I don't know enough. So if we can superficially say there is no such thing as time, there is no such thing as the past. Past is a memory which is generated from mind. So it's not something that's existing. We can't, I'll go into this deeper in another video in the future, I hope. We can't prove the past and we can't prove the future. The future, again, is something in the mind. I know I've gone into more, if you've been in the Zooms or worked with me, you have a more idea of the depth of this. Anything in the mind is not real and is not true, and so on. And all the countless posts on my Instagram about this. So all there is this moment. And I have a post that I'll put on Instagram, which will be about the black hole, that if we spend multiple lifetimes exploring the being human, doing the human things and experiencing the sensations that are activated as a result of those human things, falling in love, being in war, rich or poor, whatever it may be, lifetime, lifetime, lifetime. We travel to different supposed locations on this planet in these lifetimes. We integrate different frequencies and cocktails of frequencies, because you might be rich in Afghanistan, you might be rich in England, you might be rich in Canada, you might be poor in all these countries, you might be at war and in love in these countries. And everything is a cocktail, an amalgamation of frequencies. It's a mathematical code that we integrate, if you like. So as we become more complete with the human, the looking out experience, because that's what all we tend to be doing generally. We're looking out, we're going to another country, another war, another love, another car, another whatever. That's because we're seeking happiness out. We think happiness is in these things, in these objects. No one wants anything other than happiness, but we're deeply conditioned to think that the happiness is in the thing. So unknowingly, we're just continually going after things. Bigger house, XYZ. Senorita Uva has just come out of bed from behind the bookcase. So that's the iguana who lives here, who adopted me. So the aim is to get back to the present moment as deeply as possible. And after these multiple lifetimes, as we work our way through the multiple lifetimes and accumulating the frequencies of all these experiences, this is called evolution and spontaneous evolution. And then eventually it's almost like there's a black hole on the ground that we've seen for lifetimes, but we don't pay any attention to, because when you look at a black hole, it's just black. Who cares? I want a new car. I want a new iPhone. I want a new love. I want a new country. I want a new whatever. So we go after the other things. We keep, now and again, we notice this black hole. And then eventually, as we become complete, and this is what's happening. If you're watching this video, this is what's happening to you and to me. We become more and more complete with the new car, new phone, new experience. And the effect of gathering that experience becomes briefer and briefer, less and less. Whereas there was a time, perhaps in this life or in previous lives, that the new phone, there wasn't phones then, new phone or whatever it may be, car, new bucket, new well, fulfilled us for a longer period of time. I didn't say fulfilled us full stop. I mean, fulfilled potentially short term. And now what's happening is we get the new thing and it's a brief, but there's still that wound, there's still that gaping void that's seeking fulfillment, happiness, love, whatever you want to call it. So as a result of that, in the human experience, we begin to notice the black hole more and more. Black hole, what is that? Because the outside world is less attractive and all that stuff becomes less attractive. So you'll notice if you walk towards a cave, for example, at first it's a black hole. And the mind may think, oh, it's just a black hole, there's nothing there. But as you approach the black hole, you begin to see depth. You begin to see into it. And as you enter the cave or the black hole, you begin to see a few feet in front of you. Oh, there's a bit more there, there's a bit more there. And we venture into that. So that's what I hope to explore in the post on Instagram. So the Post-it note or on the mirror, or wherever you want to write or put it, which I have a few of them written here, and I'll see. Maybe I can't. Oh, yeah, like last time cooking, last time meditate, last time shower, last time, you know, opening the fridge, and last time ... So you walk to your fridge and you have a Post-it note that says last time ... And for a moment, contemplate that this is the last time you're going to ever be there and open that fridge. Now, you don't have to go into, am I going to die or any of that kind of stuff? This is the last time. So in that moment, the awareness of the mechanics and the physicality, the experience of the body, of reaching out, of opening the fridge, the sound of the house, the apartment, the acoustics of it, the sound of the fridge opening, the reaching in for whatever it is you take. the being in the shower, going to sleep, meditating, eating food, sitting down, standing up, wherever you put your notes, that it, for me, I found that term last time to pull me into, and I'll have a separate video on this because I just don't have time now, on that we are missing our dreams, that we have manifested and generated this present experience that's around us right now. All the things in the phone you're holding, or laptop or TV, the couch, the colors, the clothes you're wearing, you sourced all these things, generated, manifested these things. And now you've become unconscious of them. They're no longer relevant to you. And what's happening is that we're generating and manifesting these things, and then we're completely missing how important they were to us at that time. So the last time is to bring us back to the present moment and to fully glean. Can I read it on my window? If I can't be here now in the paradise of this moment, when can I be here? And I've discussed that a number of times in the Zooms and Sundays, that, we're always trying to get somewhere. But if we can't be in the paradise and the fulfillment of this present moment, what makes us think we're going to be able to absorb the paradise and fulfillment of that future moment when we get that future thing, person, house, whatever it may be? So last time, that's it. Test it and see. But these little steps, whatever fucking step I come across, whatever insight that comes to me that pushes me further, takes me deeper down the rabbit hole, down the path, I'll squeeze it dry. But as I've said before, I'm greedy. I'll take whatever I can get from that. Maybe dispose of it. Something else comes along, I'll take whatever. All these little techniques. But at the root of it and the foundation of it all is presence, stillness, is being able to be in the moment of whatever is coming up, whatever is being presented. And maybe I'll talk about that more in depth at another time, of the release of the energy centers, which in a sense, that's a kind of human term for spirituality, but ultimately there is no such thing as energy centers. There is no chakras. There is no body. It's the orb, in a sense, is just morphing. The energy is just morphing. Anyway, yeah, try it last time and push yourself into the last time of picking up that cup, of moving, of whatever it may be, and observing. Like, all this work really goes hand in hand. If you are a client or have been a client, you get to see how the posts on Instagram, these videos or podcasts, the Sunday Zoom, that these things all go hand in hand, of the fucking depth of that black hole, that we become complete with this outer experience so that we can enjoy it, but we no longer need anything from it. And that we realize that the fulfillment is in that cave. Joseph Campbell, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. Enjoy your day. Thanks for listening. Please share this if it resonates. I really need and appreciate any kind of new followers or business or people who are interested in this. So yeah, share it or like it, thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for listening. Be well.